Good morning, good morning. Good to the morning. Okay, I have this. Yeah, but stay in there and kind of give me some space, sir. Finish getting yourself together. Y'all, that's my nephew. He told me to tell y'all hi. He wanna know am I live yet? Um Child, I don't need him coming up in here all up in my business. So but no, I let him know. He wanted me to tell everybody good morning. Good morning, Jeff. How you doing this morning? Y'all, it is cold this morning. It's a little nippy. Let me tell you, I am sitting here. I just opened the door. It's just something about knowing it's cold outside. I still have to be all comfy and cozy on the inside. And I don't know. I don't want to turn my heat on yet. I don't want to turn it on yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But it's crazy. I'm over here like a little Eskimo. I got my heater going over here, got my blanket, and I done got dressed but put my house coat on because this thing is comfortable. Let me tell you. It's just is. It is. And I am comfortable. And you probably come in my office be like, what is this? Why is it so warm in here? Anyway. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I was just jumping on here. Listen, I've been jumping on here all week and just talking about some things. Like God's been working on me with some things because I'm in this season, y'all, and I'm trying to figure some things out because I just don't have all the answers. And I be needing to know. And what I do is I journal. I have journal prompts. So I like to go to my journal prompts when I have, your mind just get all boggled up and all that stuff. And then I have different prompts that I've created as well. And to help me kind of release what it is I'm really thinking about dealing with or whatever, I'll just go. And first of all, I grab a prompt according to where I'm at and what answers I need. And I allow myself to just write my heart about it. And so this is one of I have journals all over this place, baby, because I be having some stuff to write about. I don't think I started a podcast, Talks with Tawanda, with nothing to say. You understand? So anyway, I was here journaling this morning again and just talking about, talking to God about some things, just trying to figure some things out. But before I get started, for those who just don't know, I am Tawanda. I'm a personal development and goals coach. I am a excuse me, let me just calm myself down, baby. I'm breathing. I'm breathing hard. I ain't do nothing but adjust in the seat. Blessed Lord. Good morning, good morning, good morning. But anyway, I am Tawanda. I'm a personal development and goals coach. I am the author and I am the podcast host of Talks with Tawanda. Good morning, Sydney. And I just came on this morning just to chat about it a little bit. So I was sitting, I was like, what am I going to get on live about? Because I don't really just have this thing planned. It's more of me kind of waking up in the morning and where I'm at in my life, in my mood, and whatever it is. I go and I start by journaling about it because I have some answers. And many times, we've heard, because I've heard, you don't be asking God questions, don't be questioning God. That's not going to be true today. I'm going to trust in God. I am I am going to question God because there's some things I need some answers to. And if he's the only person that's going to see me through this thing, then why am I talking to people and asking people about it? Why am I just not going to the source? So I went to the source. And in this season, so I asked this morning, I asked a couple of my homegirls, because we be up early. We some early birds. They be getting up for work and I be getting up trying to get my day started and get my mind right. And I know if not both of them, one of them gonna respond, because one most definitely gonna be up, and the other, she may be up. She may be up straggling around. Hey, if you're here, go ahead and help me meet a goal and hit that heart meet up there and send a few hearts. I'm just here for it. But anyway, so I asked them, I said, what should I talk about this morning? Because they be on here riding. Either they on YouTube looking or they on TikTok. And we have conversations often. And that's part of why I just started doing live. Let's just talk about it. But I asked them this morning, I said, what should I talk about? And when I asked them, I put my phone down because I wanted to, I was in the midst of journaling. So when I put my phone down and I didn't even know what their response was going to be or whatever, I just kind of wanted to see, would it be anywhere aligned with what it is that, that fell on my heart. So one of those things, for those that don't know, For those that do know, for those that don't, let me share. I am Tawanda. I'm a personal development and goals coach. I am an author, and I'm also the podcast host of Talks with Tawanda. Before anything, I am human first. I always remember that. And so this morning is like, okay, God, I'm in this season. Life has lifed over the last couple of years. Went through a divorce, identity theft, loss of income through the jealousy and the divorce. It was crazy, but we ain't here for it, right? That's what we talking about. But it was jealousy in the marriage or what have you that caused a tremendous loss of income. So with the divorce, the loss of income, the identity theft, the family issues, just a lot was going on. And so it stopped some things in life. I had to regroup, depression stepped deep. It was just a lot going on, and that's just being for real. And so I relocated back from Texas to Alabama because I have property here. And so I was like, it's just easier. Let's just go start over. You know what I'm saying? I was okay with just starting over. Good morning, Miss Margie. So I was okay with just starting over because life was lifing. And so going through the divorce, going through the identity theft. And the crazy thing, y'all, and just to give a little backstory, and then I can get to what I'm going to get to this morning. So I went through the separation. Right before the separation, like I said, I was married. We ain't bashing nobody. It's not that type of party. I've had to forgive. I had to go through my own healing journey to deal with the situation, but there was jealousy in the marriage. So there was things that I had set up, businesses that I was doing and things of that nature, and bringing my then husband into it. He was just sabotaging things. And one of my contracts, it was a big contract, y'all. I was making, just with this one contract, I was at like over $10,000 a month, right? So I was making money with what I was doing or whatever, let him do a job for me. And that job, he just slaughtered it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we ain't here talking about it. I just wanted to share that little piece. So going through all of it, the loss of income, the separation, and then the identity theft came from someone that I knew, that I thought I was very good friends with. I mean, we ate at each other's table. I kept her kids a couple of times. If she had something going on, I'm showing up. I'm there for it, and it was just a lot. But anyway, going through that, I had to really regroup in life. And it was like a starting over point for me. So I still feel like I'm in the space of starting over because there are stages to it, right? And so anyway, fast forward up. I was asking the girls, like, what should I talk about? And then I went in and, I got my little journal here. So I went in and I started journaling because there's some things that I really needed to know. So I've been in this space, and like I say, starting over in this space, it was starting over with mindset. Being that I had to start over with mindset, I have to shift, my mindset in my business, just a lot of different things. And I'm in this season where I'm realizing just this morning, that I may be in my Galilee season. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't know what it is or who Galilee is, no, Galilee. Let's go ahead and just talk about it. So part of my journaling this morning, okay, God, where now? What is it that you would have me to do now? Like, I feel stuck a little bit. I feel, like I said earlier this week, feels like I'm kind of on this little island and I see God working, but he seems so far, and I'm yelling out, wondering, like, do he hear me? And this morning going through and just in my journal, writing down my heart, because that's what I do. And then when I write, I say, okay, God, if you got a word for me, just take me to it. Just take me to that word that you got for me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Is that Jamardro? Oh, I don't want to mess up nobody's name. Please forgive me. We're going to blame it on the age and not the heart. But good morning. Good morning. But anyway, so I went in and I said, okay, God, just speak to me this morning. What is it that, you would need me to know or hear or understand in this season that I'm in? Could you at least let me know where I'm at? So then I can know how to, if you let me know where I'm at, then I know kind of what to do, kind of know what to do, right? And so we went to John 7. John 7 is where we was. But I wanted to say first, Have you ever felt like you're ready for something, but nothing's moving? Y'all, that's where I'm at right now. I'm ready for some things, and it don't seem like it's moved in. I'm like, God, do you hear me? It don't seem like it's moving. I am ready for something, and it just don't seem like it's moving. Like you've been putting in the work, showing up, doing what you're supposed to do, but it just feels like nothing is moving. And it's like, okay, God, when? When, God? Is it time yet? Going in the scripture this morning explained some things to me. Um, it explained some things to me um, that really just set in my heart a little different. Y'all, I was over here. I ain't want to come on with the ugly cry, but I was over here about to, bust out in a couple of tears because I knew when I read it. And then I did a little research in it. My heart understood it. Like I didn't just understand. My mind just didn't understand it. My heart understood it. My heart was at peace with it. And, I was about to get ready to do the ugly cry, but I ain't do it because I was like, I'm going to show up on live for these little few minutes, tell these people what I got to tell them. Then I'm going to go on about my business, right? That's where I've been. I've been in this place where, like I say, going through the transition and everything that I was going through in life, in the season that I was in. And here it is starting over. God sat me down in a quiet place where I've just been creating. I've been working on myself. I've been healing some areas that he told me that I had to heal, right? And so I've just been in this space. Y'all, I've been planning, I've been building. And, the other morning, this morning, God led me to 7, 3, and 9. 7, 3, 9, where he led me at. Good morning, Nick. And when he led me to 739, it just gave me so much revelation of this season that I feel like I'm in, where I feel like I'm ready, but things just ain't moving. And when I tell you that word sat down in my heart, it spoke to my heart, not just my mind. This isn't about moving, it's about timing. Oh my gosh. I'm ready to move, y'all. I feel like I got somewhere to go. I feel like, good morning, Miss Honey. I feel like I'm ready to move. Like this business, I need, I make money in the business and, things of that nature. Like, I just feels like, what I'm saying, I am purposed for so much more. And so these are just these moments of being transparent. So I just feel like I'm purposed for so much more. But John 7:39, it just taught me something a little bit different this morning. It taught me that it ain't about the movement, it's about the timing. And we was talking yesterday about that meal. You smelling that meal, get a little warm now, y'all. You smelling that meal and you ready to eat. You ready to go to the table, but it ain't done yet. It ain't time yet. You ready to grab your plate, your spoon. You probably not already grabbed the plate in the silverware, but it ain't time to put the food on the plate yet. Y'all got to hear me. Oh, my Lord. It is not about the movement. It's about the timing. John 7:3-9 taught me this. Jesus' own brothers said to him, go to Judea, show yourself and let people see. But Jesus said, my time has not come. You go ahead. I'm staying here. What that means is, and what I took from it and understood it, his brothers didn't believe in him. What if you who you say you are and you got what you say you got, go on and show the people. Jesus said, it ain't my time yet. I sit, and this message was for me and an opportunity to talk to myself, because I know I got what I got. You have to understand where where it comes from. You have to understand this thing didn't just brew overnight. This has been purposed from a very younger age. And so as I'm building and as the life is going, and I'm going through life, and I'm, catching on to different things, healing certain things, experience life in certain ways, building up, growing, getting stronger, just all the things. I'm here now. And I'm telling God, I say, God, I'm ready. I'm ready. God said, but it ain't time yet. Have you been in the moment, in the season, where you feel like you're ready, but nothing's moving? It's not time yet. It's not time yet. Have you been in that moment? Have you seen that season? It's not time yet. As I said that and repeated it a couple of times, I'm just going to be honest. I wanted it to be time. I want the time to be now. I'm ready for the meal to be placed on a plate, but this morning, my heart have to sit in a space of knowing and accepting that God said it's coming. Thank you for your preparation. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your discipline and your time, but it's not time yet. If you go too soon, you're going to mess it up. Oh, Lord. And I got to sit down, y'all. Jesus' brother said to him, go to Judea. Show yourself, let people see. But Jesus said, my time is not yet. You go ahead. I'm staying right here. I've had a couple of conversations with individuals over time, and I am very talented. God blessed me with a lot of talents, and I don't think that all of my talents is just meant to be used. I don't think all of my talents are just meant to just be used sporadically. Some of the talents and some of the things that I have and I know how to do and I've come across, it's more about preparation. You just need a little pinch of this and that to actually put the whole meal together, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at something, y'all. But you need a little time. So going through, Leslie, good morning. Going through this space of being ready. I'm ready, and God said it ain't time yet. And right there, that's the message. Because his own brothers wanted him to move in visibility. Sometimes, we got that pressure because we're looking at what somebody else is doing and how they're growing and things of that nature. And we thinking that we should be in this position. We thinking that, okay, well, I'm ready too. Listen, after the storm I went through, I sat down and I dried myself off. Right. And I'm drying myself off, and I've been in creating mode. I've been in this space of creating and producing and things of that nature. But it just still feels like things are not moving according to how I would think they would be moving at this time. And God said, I got you, but it's just not time yet. And that's something hard to sit on, y'all, when you are ready, but he said it's not time yet. Sometimes pressure can put us in a position to make us move prematurely. I am in the season where I'm asking God, and I'm standing on it for whoever hear this, whoever sit here, that we stand on it together, that we will move in this season in divine timing, not timing based on pressure, not timing based on comparison. We are going to move in divine timing. And in that being said, we have to make sure our hearts and our minds are together, because we don't want to be in a position to where we get so caught off because they ain't moving the way that we want it to move when we're expecting it to move. And then when it's time to move, well, when I was trying to do it, you ever had those moments where somebody, somebody wants you to do something, or, you decide to show up? Well, when I was trying to tell you about it, you didn't want to listen, and now you want the information. That's not how we should sit in life, because sometimes we are going to be put in positions where we have to sit a little longer than we anticipate sitting, because it is not divine timing. His brother saw opportunity, but Jesus saw purpose. Oh my God. See, one thing about this space that I've been in with my business and things of that nature, how I coach, how I show up in the lives of others, is I am not in the position to move. Now, it was that one time where it was like, everybody moving. Let me jump on the bandwagon. I don't even want to jump on the bandwagon. I want to be on the purpose wagon. There is a wagon that is purpose for me. There is a space that I need to sit in that don't include, pressure or the expectations of people. When God tells me to show up, that's when I need to show up. But y'all, let me tell you, though, I'm human before I am anything else, and it don't feel good. But I understand. I'm in the Galilee season. I'm in the season of waiting on purpose and not pressure. I'm in the season of divine timing, not rushing the process. See, there's a difference between being ready and being released. There is a difference between being ready and being released. There is a difference between being ready and being released. And you can be gifted, anointed, and prepared, but not yet released. I am praying in this season that God continue to prepare me to be ready to be released, because I'm gifted, I'm anointed, I'm prepared. I've been over here working on some stuff, but I ain't released yet. In that moment, I know I'm not the only one that sits in that moment to where it's like, God, this business though, this relationship, this life that I'm in, I'm ready. But it just seems like it's still not just going forth. It's because you're ready, but you're not released. And glory to God, that's hard. But I accept the assignment. I'm coming here and I'm saying it out loud. I'm saying it with praying that God just help me in my moments of disbelief or unbelief, because I am standing on being released. I am standing on being released in purpose time. I'm just saying, because I know if I'm trusting on God for this movement, I know God has specific movement for the showing. I know y'all probably be hearing stuff that y'all ain't even caring about this morning, but I care about it. Let me tell you why I care about it. And I care about it not just for myself, but I care about it for you too. Because I know, and I may be lying, I may not be right, but I know I'm not the only one that sits in this space of being prepared, but not released and wondering, God, when is it going to be my time? I've said it the other day. I am standing in the line until my name is called. And that's going to have to be purpose time. Some of you, you're in the Galilee season. I know I ain't here by myself. If you're in the Galilee season, in that season of that place of preparation, that quiet space where God is stripping, off the validation, teaching you to trust him, not applause. Sometimes we're showing up for followers. I am here now and I'm just going to be, because I got to stop. Ain't nobody watching it. I don't even know if anybody going to watch it. But I know, and I'm trusting, at the moment this touches the ears of somebody, it's going to be perfect timing. It's going to be perfect timing. Some of us, we're in that Galilee season, the place of preparation, the quiet space where God is stripping off the validation, teaching you to trust him, teaching us to trust him. Because, baby, let me tell you, this is not a moment for applause. We waiting on numbers. We're waiting on followers. I don't need no followers. I need supporters. It's a difference in the two. So if it means that I be prepared and then wait to be released so that I'm not focused on followers, I'm so focused on the purpose, and I'm just going to have to sit in it. No likes, no bookings, no followers, none of that. Because again, I ain't here for the followers. I'm here for the supporters. And for those that don't know me, I am your coach, Coach Tawanda. I'm a personal development and goals coach. I am a published author, and I am the podcast host of Talks with Tawanda. You can find me over there on YouTube or Spotify, where I turn pain into purpose. As I went through the journey of healing, I wrote it out in a poetic sense so that I can understand it and that it can be put out there for others to understand as well. This is the season where we may be prepared, we may be ready, but it ain't time. And I'm just here to say, I know just from my own experience, and that's why I was sitting here in my handy dandy journal, and I had to ask God about some stuff. I needed to understand some things. Good morning, Mumu and Angela. I needed to understand some things. Like, let me tell you, if you don't journal, If you don't journal, listen, go over there in my bio and just click, just have a conversation with me. I'll send you some stuff to help you get it on. So I have journal prompts, and or either I create them, I have them. But what they are, they help me to be able to release what's in my heart, those things that I need to talk about. So I do like to journal. And sometimes we have so many thoughts in our minds, like we have a lot of thoughts in the mind. And so me being able to write things out, it really helps me. It really helps me to process things different. But I don't only write it out. When I finish writing, according to what I don't, if you ain't done it, you should try it. But when I finish writing, I'll sit and I'll say, okay, God, this is my heart. This is where I'm at right now. And now I need you to speak to my heart, not just my ears, but speak to my heart. And then I'll sit and I have my Bible here. This is just what I'm just showing you what I do. And so I have my Bible here and I'll write and I say, okay, God, what's your word? Because you send a word not just to my ears, but to my heart. And I'll sit for a minute, and whatever pops to mind, there's going to be a book and there's going to be some numbers that pop to mind. And so I'll take and I'll go there. And this morning, it was really in this space of, and I'm going to be honest with you. Now, I don't know the front. I don't know the Bible from the front to the back. So I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know every scripture in the Bible. So I ain't even going to come here. I'm not the preacher. Like literally, I am just, I ain't normal. But I'm human. And so I'm just telling you what I do, because sometimes we sit in these spaces and family and friends just can't tell us what we need. I don't want to leave you alone. I want to love you this morning. Good morning, beautiful. I hope you have an amazing day this morning. Leave me alone. But I sit and I have to go, because I know that there's going to be some answers I need, and my friends and family just not going to give it to me the way that I need it to be given. I know. Good morning, Miss Parks. There's going to be some times that I just need to be in a space, and I just want to talk to the person that I know that's going to be able to give me the answers, because I'm not trusting on my family and friends to get me to where I'm trying to go. I'm trusting on God, because I know that this is his journey. This is his purpose. He put it in me. So this morning, as I was sitting, I realized, and now I can understand it better. So now as I'm going through these days, and when it seems like I've done all the preparation and the applause is not there, the numbers are not there, the likes are not there, the booking's not there, the following's not there, I know that it is possible that I am sitting in the Galilee season. And what that means is I am gifted, I am anointed, I am prepared, but I am not yet released. Oh God, release me, Lord, now in your time. And I'm gonna wait on him, y'all. I'm gonna wait on him. I want to be released, but I'm gonna wait on him. I'm gonna wait on him. I'm gonna wait on him. I realized though, and this may help somebody because it helped me, but I realized that Jesus, in this passage, Jesus' brothers, they didn't really believe in him. You know, you had this thing, oh, you think you bad. You know, you have somebody try to boost you up. Oh, if you think you bad, go ahead and do it then. Go ahead and show out. Then we were trying to show out. I ain't here to show out for nobody. I'm not going to come here to show out for nobody. My lives ain't going to be like everybody else. My mission ain't going to be like everybody else. My words, my voice is not going to be like everybody else. I am positioned a little bit different, and that's something that I got to understand. And I want you to understand it too, because sometimes we are so focused on what somebody else doing in the pace that they're moving, and we think we should be moving the same pace. But in this season, I am just going to trust that I'm still being prepared. The table is still being prepared for me. And God said, not yet, daughter. It is not time to sit and eat yet. I'm hungry though, y'all. I am hungry though. Because when you finally step out, it won't be about proving yourself. It'll be about purpose fulfilling itself. And that's what I want. I don't want to just step out just to prove. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. And sometimes we're in this space where we're trying to prove ourselves. We ain't got nobody to prove. The only thing we should be proving something to is purpose. And if we ain't proving it to purpose, everybody else can take a back seat, because we're not here for it. That's not what we're here for. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here to move in divine timing. And in this season, I don't know about your season. I don't know what season you in, but maybe you're in that season where it seems like God, I'm ready. Like I'm ready. I can smash that. I'm ready to have this business making these millions. I'm ready to be in that house. I'm ready to sign those papers. I'm ready. I'm prepared. But he said it ain't time yet. Lord, when is it time? I'm gonna ask him y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna say, when the time gonna be? He probably tell me, God, just wait on it. Just wait on it. I'm like, Lord, here's my plate. I'm ready to eat. He said, just wait on it. It ain't time yet. But I'm prepared though. But it ain't time yet. But I'm purposed though. But it ain't time yet. But I have what it takes. But it ain't time yet. Because if you show up now, you're going to show up trying to prove something to somebody. But when you show up, I want you to show up knowing that it was purpose that sent you. And in order for them to receive you, they're going to have to know that it was purpose that sent you. You ain't come to them for followers. You ain't worrying about the bookings and the numbers. You are there for purpose. And y'all, that thing is hard because everybody out here making that money, right? But we ain't going to be here talking about just the money. We're going to be here talking about the purpose, because the purpose is going to get us to the thing that we want. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer. But Lord, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I'm ready. But God said, I know you're ready. Oh, God, come on now. I know you're ready, but it's not time yet. Well, I'm just going to be here. I ain't the preacher. Who I am is, I am Tawanda. I'm a personal development and goals coach. I am an author, and I am the host of Talks with Tawanda. I am human before I am anything else. And so the moments that I sit here before you, I'm sitting here with transparency. This is the season I'm in. And I just realized this morning, y'all, I done walked through the wilderness and all the things. But I realized this morning that I'm in the season of Galilee. The place of preparation, the quiet space where God is stripping the validation, teaching you to trust him, not applause, not numbers, not likes, not bookings, and not followers. Well, I don't want the followers, I want the supporters, but hey, we just gonna say it. Lord, y'all, I'm trying to hold back a tear, because see, I don't know about y'all, but when you sit in this space, like I say, I journaled this morning. And one of my homegirls, she texted back, she said, whew, my morning is just going. She said, I don't even know yet. And I was like, oh, that's a good one. I said, I thank you for that response, because that response actually tied in. She wasn't ready to give a response. She didn't know what to talk about yet. She wasn't ready. She was preparing herself for something, and she'll probably have it later, but it wasn't time yet. And I could receive it. And I received it because sometimes we think that it should happen right then, right in this moment. But God said it ain't time yet. Like y'all, let me tell you. Y'all better understand that summer, winter, fall, and spring ain't the only seasons we visit. We're going to visit some moments like the Galilee season where we going to have to sit a little bit longer, even though we're prepared because of timing. I want to move. God position my heart and my mind that I continue to understand that I want to move in purposed timing and not pressure timing. I don't want to move according to what other people doing. Yeah, you may got that car before I did. You may got that house before I did. You may have more business partners before I did. You may have launched that business before I did. But what God is purposing me for, what he's doing in my life, ain't got nothing to do with you. And what we have to do is stay focused on the journey that's before us, because the journey that we're on ain't going to look like everybody else's. And y'all, that's hard. That's hard. It's hard when you know you're gifted. It's hard when you know you purpose. When you know for years God has been telling you finna do this thing, and then you sitting down and you preparing for it, and you ready for it. Y'all saw Jesus. As a little boy, he was ready for that thing. I ain't him now. I'm human. I ain't him, but I'm just saying I can relate. But when you're in that space and you know, like God, now God, for 20 years now, you've been telling me I'm finna do this thing. For the last 2-3 years, you've been having me sit in this space, and all I've been doing is preparing. And here it is, God, I'm ready. I'm ready to go out there. He said, yeah, I know you're ready. But it ain't time yet. Because, and I'll be honest, if I can be transparent for a minute, And if I allow myself to sit in the truth and really search my heart, a lot of it is having something to prove. Proving to people, say, I told y'all what God was going to do in my life. God says, see, I don't need you to be proving nothing to nobody. I need you to walk in purpose and only prove that to purpose. Purpose got you here. It ain't even your preparation got you here, but you're not here because of the preparation. You're here because of purpose. Sometimes we are trying to move because of pressure. We trying to move because we trying to beat somebody else to the finish line. Well, listen, good things that my legs are heavy as they is, because I ain't here to race you. I ain't gonna race nobody but myself in purpose. And when it's time for me to move, that is what I have to focus on. So in this season, where it seems like we are at age and we should have been about that house by now. We should have been started that business by now. We should be having kids by now. We should be married by now. We should be doing all the things that we think that we should be doing by now. But what God said is, daughter, son, I see you. And I know you got it in you. But it ain't time yet. I just wanted to sit there for a minute because I've been feeling like, God, I'm doing what you told me to do, because you told me to do this and start this years ago. So I'm doing what you told me to do. Where's the fruit? Where's the fruit? I've been showing up for my business. I've been pouring into others, trying to stay consistent. I've been walking into businesses that should be making money, but turned out that I had to be up in that space and I just had to just serve. In those moments, though, I will say that God, in those moments of uncertainties, when I didn't have it, but I still had to give it, God says, see, I'm purposing you for this moment. So you thinking that it's going to come this way, but I need you to know that it's going to come this way. This is a reminder, not only to myself, but for somebody else. The season that you are in, the waiting season, the wait season that you have been prepared for, it is coming. It is on its way. It's just timing. It's just timing. It's just timing. It's just timing. I heard him say that I am trying to move off pressure. You're trying to move off pressure, but I need you to move off purpose. That thing hurt, y'all, because it make you seem like you're sitting a little bit longer. See, pressure says do it now. They watching you. Purpose say wait. I'm working behind the scenes. See, if this is God's business, if this is God's thing that he's doing in my life, in your life, then we just gonna have to be a little patient, because we already know he gonna do things the way he want to do it. He gonna do things we not gonna understand it. He gonna do things in a way that we gonna be like, you know, you crazy, man. But what he's saying is his purpose. Sometimes the delay we think is denial, because we didn't knock at a door, and when we knocked at that door, it wasn't no answer, so we think we being denied. But no, that's not what it is. It's divine development. They in there getting that table ready. I gotta take this thing out because I done got a little warm up in here. I was in here covered up. I got my little heater going. I got this thick behind house coat on, and then I got this blanket on like I'm a little Eskimo over here. Bless it, Lord. See, at the moment, though, it wasn't time to take it off. It's a little time. It's purpose now, because I don't want to be over here sweating. So it's time. It's time. And I realized that I can't let people's disbelief, because sometimes you sit in this moment and you may tell somebody about something, or you excited about something. It don't seem like they got the same excitement. When you look back at seven shows you that Jesus' brothers didn't believe in him. That's why they was trying to pressure him. Hey, if you who you say you is, and you say you got this thing, and this is your thing, and you know what you're doing, just go on out there and show him. Then, and Jesus said, no, it ain't time. Even myself say, I'm my own pressure sometimes. You know you purpose. You know you got what it takes. Go on out there and show him. Go on out there and rock for him. And Jesus said, go sit down somewhere. That's how I think he be talking to me sometimes, because sometimes it just feel like I just got snatched up. He said, man, sit down somewhere. It ain't your time, because I need you to be prepared. We didn't go through all this preparation for you to come out here to just show out for the people. We came and put you through all this preparation so you can show up for purpose. I, in this season, want to show up for purpose and not pressure. I don't know about you. I'm just speaking about me. That's just it. And I realized that People, they may not believe it. Even it could be from family members, it can be from friends, it can be folks that who don't understand, that tries to push you into a season, and that you're not graceful yet. It ain't time. In this season, y'all, I've been over here and I'm like, Lord, like, I got all the boards there. I see things coming off the board. I've been over here in meditation. I've been over here in journaling. I've been over here seeking you. I have been over here just healing over some things to make sure my heart is clean. I've been over here feeling like I've been doing all the things. God, I feel like I'm gifted and I'm purposeful. But he said, I know you are. And I know you're prepared. But I need you to move in purpose time and not in pressure. See, I'm gonna let y'all know who I am. I am Coach Tawanda. I'm a personal development and goals coach. I am an author in the the host of Talks with Tawanda. And what I'm saying is, with all that, I am human before I am anything else. And I'm sitting here like, Lord, can we move? Yeah, he said it ain't time. But Jody and them doing it, but he said it's not your time. But look what Jim and them doing, but it's not your time. We have to wait on timing, because we trying to move the way other people move. We gonna lose focus trying to focus on that ain't even part of our purpose, because what they doing ain't got nothing to do with what we gotta do. Yeah, now I ain't in my human form. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I am not sitting here saying that I like this season. I'm not sitting here saying that oh, this is the best season. But what I am sitting here saying is that according to what John 7:1-9 just told me, 3-9 just told me, what I am sitting here saying is I'm just gonna wait. I don't like it. What I'm declaring is I'm going to stand in line and I'm going to still do what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm just going to wait till my name is called. Jesus stayed in Galilee, but he didn't stay stuck. See, sometimes we think, and that was the thing y'all heard me say earlier this week, man, I just feel stuck right here. I feel like I'm just out here on this thing. It ain't stuck. It's being strategic. Oh my God. Because waiting don't mean we doing that. I got some friends that had some conversations with me that know that I was in this thing like, I'm waiting though. It ain't coming. It ain't working. We be having conversations. I'm like, Lord, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, y'all. And they don't know what to tell me. But God said, I got you. I got both of you. I just need you to wait. This is being strategic. I be feeling like I ain't doing nothing, even when I'm doing something. I've been over here preparing and getting stuff together, but it's not going as far as I wanted. And what that does is distract. I don't know about you, but I don't even want the distractions in my life right now. I don't want to move based off pressure. I want to move based off purpose. In doing so, sometimes we can get discouraged and think, oh, well, maybe I'm not as gifted. Oh, maybe it's just not for me. Maybe this ain't what God called me to do. Well, how about he called you to do it, but he called you to do it in his timing, not yours. It is divine timing, not pressure timing, because we think sometimes waiting means we doing nothing, but it means we doing what's necessary. And if waiting in this line for our name to be called is what he has called us to do, then we should just sit in Galilee and look at it as the space of grace. Because other than that, what we gonna do? We gonna worry about not moving? I am not gonna allow myself to be stressed or be deterred or be discouraged from the purpose, because the enemy gonna come through and he gonna say, "Look at Jody and them over there. Look at them. Look what they doing. Look how they showing up. Look how people showing up for them. Look at this." And we can so easily get distracted worrying about what somebody else is doing, not understanding that their purpose is different from ours. We got to stay focused that in this season, we stand on knowing who we are and what we are and where we're going, but we also got to understand it is attached to purpose. And if it's attached to purpose and not people, it's going to consist of some waiting. It's going to consist of some waiting. It's going to consist of waiting on divine timing and not pressure time. And I'm just here to say, I ain't the preacher. I'm just the one that have to go through some things. This is real life for me. So I'm just going to share it with you. What's up, nephew? because it don't mean that you're not doing nothing. It just means that this is a waiting season, waiting to prepare. You don't want that. You don't want that turkey out the oven and it ain't all the way cooked through. So where you got your plate ready, because you know it's being prepared. God said they don't believe you. They don't. You just wait till I'm ready for you to pop out and show them what you got. Because see, sometimes we can want to pop out, then our message is going to be missed because we trying to prove something, but I ain't proving nothing to nobody but for purpose. And if that's what God is doing in me in this season, maybe He doing it for you too. Maybe He said, "Hey, I got that husband or that wife for you. I got that baby that's coming for you. I got that business that's coming for you. I got that breakthrough that's coming for you. But I just need you to stay. I just need you to stay still for just a second because it's not timing." That's where He refines us, y'all. That's where He refills us. He refills us in this moment of waiting. I feel like God is refining my voice. He's teaching me how to move with spiritual rhythm. I don't even want to, because I am so passionate about what He has destined me and purposed me to do. I don't want to come out here and do it for y'all in no type of way. Because I don't want somebody to miss something. If I do it any type of way, you're going to miss it. You're going to get just part of it. You're not going to get what you need to get so that you can move forward being who you need to be. If I told you to go ahead and rush through it because Jody and them doing it, then I'm telling you wrong. When you have somebody trying to push you and trying to, throw these and like a little carrot, dangling this little carrot in front of you, trying to get you to move and think that you should be somewhere. Well, I'm 40 and I ain't even got no house yet. And I ain't even got no man yet. And I ain't even got no degree yet. That don't mean it don't mean nothing. It means that you're still being prepared for it. So what you do in this season is say, God, build me up. God, allow me to sit in the space that you would have me to sit in, not the space of being worried, trying to figure out what somebody else doing. I need to sit in the space that you would have me to sit in while you prepare what you are preparing for me. And sometimes, y'all, that's hard. But I'm going to trust that He's refining my voice. I'm going to trust that He's allowing me to move on His accord and not mine. I am going to trust that I'm moving with purpose and not emotional reaction. He's protecting my purpose. He's protecting yours, because premature exposure can get us in some trouble, y'all. So we have to be mindful. We can jump out that thing prematurely. We can go ahead and rush in and go get that house that we want, but then that house it's all tore up for the flow. There's some things up in it that need to be done that you was not expecting. We can go ahead and start that business. We can go ahead and do that thing, but I don't know about you. But as for me and my heart, I'm going to have to trust that word, because there wasn't no need for me to sit down and journal this morning and for God to tell me. See, people didn't believe. They don't even believe. They might not even believe you got it because you ain't popped out on them yet. You ain't popped out on them yet. I was like, God, let me pop out. Let me pop out. He said, go sit down somewhere. You ain't ready. You may be prepared, but you ain't ready, because I need you to do it in divine timing. I need you to do it when they least expect it. So when you do it, and everybody know I sent you. I don't care about the likes. Y'all go ahead and jump off now if you want to, because I'm not even here to do it for your applause. I'm not here to do it. I like myself. See there? I'm going to like myself, because I'm not here for you to like me. I'm here for purpose. Either you're going to receive it or you're not going to receive it. I'm just saying, though, because if you show up before you're shaped, then you're going to collapse under pressure. And I ain't trying to collapse what I was meant to carry. It is something in this season that we are meant to carry. And in order for us to carry it out properly, we're going to have to sit in the timing of purpose, not in the timing of pressure. Y'all, it's going to come. It is going to come. It is going to happen. But we just got to understand, when it comes and when it happens, it's going to have to be on time, because we're going to push that thing out there. And then we're going to end up trying to force it out there. But then when we force it out there, then we're going to come back to it and be like, oh, God, this didn't work. It wasn't time. Lord, I done put this meat on this plate. And some of y'all like y'all meat raw. I don't like my meat raw. Cook my food, Lord. Some of y'all like it raw, but I need mine cooked. So God, if it means I got to sit here with this plate with this hunger stomach just a little bit longer to get what you have prepared for me and to be able to consume and receive it with purpose. And I'm just going to wait in line. Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I am going to wait in line until my name is called. And if anybody on here with me that just determined that in this season that we going to sit in Galilee, because that's just may be the season that we're in, that we are going to sit in Galilee and we're going to wait for our name to be called. And the line may seem long, y'all. Y'all see all those people in line. And have you ever sat in the line like, and you're trying to really get something because it's limited edition or whatever? See, my purpose is limited edition, baby. It ain't for everybody. But you're waiting in that line and you just looking and you wondering like, dang, I hope it don't be all gone because they only had a limited. God's blessings is not limited. I'm just saying. But you waiting in that line and you just hoping that you can get to the front of the line before it's all gone. But what I am here to tell me and you is that we should just go ahead and stand in the line, understanding that when we get to the line, what was purpose for us to have is already waiting. I don't care about how many people was in the line before us. I don't care how many of those things they said that they was going to have versus the people that standing in line. I'm just going to stand in line until my name is called. And I know that when my name is called, the purpose that's attached to it will be given to me because it's mine. Why? Because I didn't stand here or move out the way or have the pressure built up to try to jump in the front of the line. I'm going to stay right here because by the time I get to the top of the line, I know it's purpose timing. So if you're here today, and you have been sitting in the pressure of God, when I ain't asking him, God, when is it my time? God, could you just prepare me in this season of waiting? I told y'all I'm not even here for followers. I'm here for supporters. Either we gonna do it or we ain't. I am your coach, Coach Tawanda. I'm a personal development and goals coach. And if you want to talk about that thing, go ahead and click that link in the bio. Go ahead and schedule a meeting. We can talk about it. I am real life and we doing real life things. I'm also a self-published author. And I am the host of Talks with Tawanda. You can find it on YouTube and Spotify, and that is a space where I have turned pain into purpose. I am not coming here showing you that I am human, that I'm perfect form. I am coming here to show you that I am human before I am anything else. And being human, there's some things that we got to go through. We don't just wake up. Now, I woke up like this, y'all. I did. But we didn't wake up like this. Because some things in the heart have to be worked on. We got to work on some stuff. There was some preparation. And here it is. I'm like, Lord, I've been sitting here like 2 years now. You said, go create a course. I've created the course. You said, go and create the books. I've created the books. You said, go do this. I did it. I'm prepared, Lord. Let's get out there. He said, it ain't time yet. And y'all, I'm sitting here like this. And so this morning I went in there and I started writing, okay, God, this is where I'm at because I'm going to journal. Me and God I don't care who said, don't question them. I got some, God, this is where I'm at. What you going to do for it? He said, go over there to John. Go over there to John 7:3. I got a message for you. And what he said is, see, you asking me about God, why it's not moving the way that you wanted to, that you wanted to move. You asking me, why is it not, why can't I show up the way I want to show up? You asking me, why do you got me just still sitting here? And he said, because it's not time. He said it's not time. Because the same crowd, and it was his brothers that had a little disbelief. They were trying to push him out there. Girl, you should go on out. Girl. God, you should go on out there. You should go on do it. You should go on do it. That same crowd that doubting him now, that's doubting you now, they're going to be seeing the glory later. The ones that thinking, oh, she ain't got as many followers, so I ain't even gonna rock with her. Or she ain't doing this. She ain't making $1 million, baby. I'm the millionaire next door. You better believe it. So what I got is not for your show. I'm not here to show you what I have. I'm showing you what I healed through. I'm going to show you how to get what you need to get. And it's not about money, baby. It's about the thing that money cannot buy. And that's the healing of the heart. I'm just trying to tell you, you take from what you want to take from, but that's what I took from it. And I'm going to sit in it because I know that there is purpose in the waiting. There's purpose in the waiting. I want my heart to be healed enough. When I started my podcast and I had a question asked, well, why you ain't being started? Because people been telling me, girl, you should go and start your podcast because you be having some wisdom. You be having this. I'm going to be honest. There was a part of my heart that was still hurting so much. So even if I told the story, I would be able to, I would tell it in anger. I would tell it in, it wouldn't be, I didn't think the message wouldn't have been. So what I had been doing throughout the time in those years is I was preparing my messages. I was preparing the podcast before I was able to even get, because the things that I needed to share in that space, I needed to make sure that I had healed from that space or in those spaces so that I didn't bleed over to other people. I needed to be said so that when my message was released, it was released with understanding. It was released with faith. It was released with forgiveness. It was released with a peace of mind so that whoever needed to get it would get it, because we ain't gonna get it with mess. I didn't want nobody to have to dig through all the mess, saying to try to figure out the message. I wanted to just go ahead and put the message on there. So if this, I gotta wrap it up because y'all, I'm glad I ain't got that moon on today and I got some clothes on because I'm gonna have to take this nephew into school, y'all. I got him again this morning. And we're gonna have to walk into the schoolhouse this morning, baby, because we're a little bit late, but I don't care. We on time. Right. So but I'm going to close it up, because if this is your season of waiting, if you feel hidden, if you feel overlooked, if you feel misunderstood, I just want to remind you, you are not behind. You're in divine alignment. This is your Galilee. And God is working even when it's quiet, y'all. It's quiet around here, but I see, like I say, I'm sitting on this island and it feel like I'm by myself. But when I look out and I see the things that's going on, sometimes though, for me, it seems like he far away and I'm like, Jesus. And it seemed like he ain't hear me, but he's working. And he ain't got time to be playing with me, because if I'm over here worrying and like, God, what you doing? If I'm over, he gonna probably ignore me. Like, God, let me finish working and I'm gonna put you out there when it's time. Because sometimes we be trying to rush the process, but maybe this is our season where we don't rush the process. We allow ourselves to sit in it, understanding that God is preparing for us what needs to be prepared. So if it's that house that we're waiting on, if it's that job that we're waiting on, if it's that business, those clients, that husband, those child, whatever it is in this season, just understand that it is God's timing, and we do not want to move out of time, and we do not want to move from pressure. Can't nobody pressure me to release what ain't need to be released in this season. I'm just saying, I ain't here to be pressured. I'm here to be purposed. Good morning, Ren. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. So in this season, God is working even when it's quiet. So it may seem a little quiet. It may seem like nothing's going on, but I am trusting for me and for you that he is working it out. And it's going to deliver itself in time. And just imagine having that baby. You may want this baby to come now, but baby, you ain't but 5 months. You got some more time. Let it come when it's time to come. Because sometimes we be pressuring stuff to come. Sometimes we let other people pressure us. Sometimes we look at what everybody else doing, but we're not understanding that we are not on the same purpose line. We are purpose for something different. So in this season, Father God, I ask that you just cover our hearts and our minds. I thank you for the reminder that our pace is not punishment, that we ain't being punished, that we are being protected. I thank you. And I ask you to help us to trust in your timing when we don't see movement. Strengthen us, Father God, in this season of waiting. When it's time to step out, let us move in power, not pressure, in the name of Jesus. So if you're in this season of waiting, this season of feeling like, do anybody see me? The season of feeling misunderstood, I just want to remind you that you are not behind. You are in divine alignment. This is your season of Galilee, and God is working when it seems like it's quiet. I want you to know that you are not by yourself. The only reason I came here, because again, I wanted to let you know, if you think that it's just you over there in that season, this is my moment of transparency to let you know that this is not the end. And you are not being forgot about. You are being prepared. And so when it's time to move, you are going to move with purpose and not pressure. And if this word spoke to you today, go ahead and drop a purple heart or type in, "This is my Galilee season," because I believe this. And when it's your time, it's going to come. No one will be able to stop what God has set in motion. And see, the thing about us jumping out there when it ain't time, those things can easily be taken from us. Those things can easily be taken from us. But in this season, we're going to move with purpose, not pressure. We're going to understand that it's God's timing. We're going to understand that what He is doing in the background, although we cannot see it, it is being done. And we are going to trust the process. This is the season for us to understand what we sit in. Just like when it get winter, we know it's winter, so we got to go and we got to warm up and get some more clothes and all those things. Well, this is the season of Galilee. And in this season, this is the season that we have to understand that it is not time to show up. And in this season, just like any other season, we are not going to allow ourselves to be discouraged. We're going to allow ourselves to keep pushing. We're going to allow ourselves to keep being prepared. We're going to allow ourselves to understand and know that we are still gifted, we are still called, and we are still purposed. We are going to allow ourselves to know that in this season, although it don't look the way that we think it's going to look, although it don't feel the way that we want it to feel, although things are not moving the way that we would like it to move, we are going to trust that in this season, it is coming, but it's just not time yet. It does not mean that we're being denied. It does not mean that we're being ignored. It does not mean that we are being in a space to be left alone. It means that we are in a position to where we are being kept so that when we are released with purpose. I love y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing day on purpose. I got to go get nephew to school because now I got to get out in this cold and take him in the schoolhouse because it's a little bit after 8, but he's still on time. I love y'all. Have an amazing day on purpose. We out.